frustrating couple of games for obvious reasons. How excited are the guys to be getting back out there at the home pitch on Saturday and trying to get back to winning ways?
Definitely, it's been a tough couple of games for us. It's clear to see, but we're remaining positive. We're training the last couple of days. It's been good, so we're looking to put it right now on Saturday in front of the home fans.
It felt, I know the scoreline perhaps doesn't paint the picture, but it felt to me on Saturday that there was an improvement in our performance compared to the Friday previously. Did it feel that way for the players, or was it just that frustration about how things ended up working out?
Definitely, I thought the first half an hour, 35 minutes, there was not much on the game at all. And as you say, it's much improved performance from the previous Friday, and in the second half as well, I thought we started really well. And then it's just that, sort of sucker punch kill, just goal, it sort of kills us off a wee bit. But no, I thought it was an improved performance definitely in those first 35 minutes and in the second half, first 15.
Yeah, very much. We spoke to Rhys and it very much felt like had we got a goal in that period to start a second half before it goes to 3, then it was very much going to reignite the game. But wasn't to be. We move on and it's back to league business, which I suppose is the most important in front of us. How exciting is it to get back to the league stuff and kind of put the cup behind us?
Definitely, that's our full focus now. What is on the league, and we had a good first game against Rhys here, and we're just looking to build on that again now.
The start to the season for you was obviously fantastic, and the whole squad was on the up. Is it important that we don't lose sight of that, the good start that we made, and the fact that, like you say, we did really, really well in our last home game?
Absolutely, we started the season really well, in the group stage, 1-3, so we had a really good start, and we can always look back to that, and that's how good we can be, and if we play the way we did in those games, there's no reason why we can't bring that back.
It'll be a new experience for you playing against Queen's Park and your opponent, I suppose. For the first part of the season, that's going to be the case. It's going to be new teams, new opposition for you. How much are you looking forward to that whole process of playing up against new players, guys that you probably won't have come across before?
Definitely, looking forward to it. I'm still getting used to the boys here too. They're still trying to know which way I run and which way I move and stuff. But it's really exciting to be part of this league now, and I'm just looking to kick on again.
And I suppose that kind of follows on. What's it like for you just now? How is the settling in going?
Really good. I'm settled in well with all the boys. Great group of lads, and we're just looking to get back the way we were.
The changing room is. I get the privilege of being able to come in, popping around the scenes a wee bit and behind the scenes, and see the kind of attitude that the squad has, the kind of camaraderie. But for those, the supporters that aren't quite as fortunate as I am, tell us a bit about the mood, especially after those 2 games. It would be easy from the outside to think that everybody will be down in the dumps, but it doesn't feel that way.
No, definitely not. Everybody's hungry in the team. We all want to learn, we all want to win, and it's a learning curve for us the last couple of games. But we're really determined, and everybody's on the same page, and we know what we're capable of. So we're just trying to get that back for everybody now, moving forward.
I think I know the answer to this question, but what's the target for Saturday? What are we aiming for?
3 points. That's the biggest one for us now. Get back on the bandwagon where we were before, and just keep building from there.
Important as well that the fans continue to keep the faith and keep backing the side.
Definitely. They turn out in their numbers all the time, home and away, so yeah, can't complain there.
Brilliant. Right, Ben, we'll let you go and we will see you on Saturday.
Cheers.
Thanks very much.
You. Cheers.
Rhys, obviously 2 difficult results, if we're going to use a euphemism for them. What's the mood around the camp? How are you feeling about those 2 games that have just passed?
Obviously disappointed. I think, like we said after the game, there were certainly parts of the second half and things that we can improve on. Obviously conceding the goals is the frustrating part, but listen, we analyse and we look back, and 4 set pieces are things that you look at in black and white that can be avoided, which is a pleasing thing. Boys understand as well that down in the dumps isn't going to help anyone. Back to league business now, and should have that kind of air of confidence about it.
I suppose there's always that advantage with the group of players that you've got, that kind of youthful energy and fearlessness. I hope that it's fair to say they're not going to just withdraw into themselves, because they know how good they are and they trust what they're trying to do.
Of course they are, and that's up to me, and certainly wouldn't allow it for boys to start feeling sorry for themselves, or, as I said to the boys, as much as of course I want to go into the game and beat Dundee, there's also a sense of realism. We've got to understand where they're at the moment, where we're at, kind of circumstances within the game. You know, we're playing certain boys out of position and stuff because of kind of numbers, and we get down to kind of 10 men as well, so it is difficult at the best of times, never mind playing against a team in the league above. And that kind of third goal was a sucker punch, because I thought we started the second half on top, and Mox hits the bar, and that goes in on another day. It's 2-1 and it's almost a case of game on. But like you say, we're back to league business now, and we've got to make sure that we quickly learn from the mistakes, we try and eradicate them, and we get back to full focus, which is the league.
Games against Queen's Park last season were always fairly tight, narrow victories. We seemed to draw 1-1 with them loads of times the season before, and a couple of times last season. What kind of match are you expecting? They obviously, similar to ourselves, were up at Pittodrie and lost narrowly, just the 1 goal margin. So what kind of game do you expect? Difficult.
Kind of knowing and playing against Callum Davidson's teams, they're always kind of set up really, really well. Like you said, they come off a decent performance up at Aberdeen that took them to the 91st minute or whatever to go and get that winner as well, so they'll have a bit of confidence and momentum from that. It's still earlier in the season. They have a poor result at Falkirk first half, and there'll be things that they're looking to improve on as well. But like I say, it's still early days, and fully expect a tough game. They've still got individuals and good quality within their team that can cause any team problems on their day, so we've got to make sure that we're aware of their threats, but at the same time we don't put them on a pedestal and kind of look at them as a team that we can't overcome.
I suppose it's one of the things I was going to ask. It's that early part of the season where you've not really had a look at everybody yet, up close and personal, but you had enough chance to see and watch them in their games thus far.
Aye, and it is still difficult because again you're only watching footage of the Premier Sports Cup games, and again some teams are using it as pre-season. Squad selection and stuff's varied and changed, so in terms, I always say, until you get through the kind of first round of fixtures, then that's when you can start to get an idea and a rough idea of kind of how the team plays, what they're good at and what they're not. But like I say, it's still early days. They've shown decent enough bits of quality in the games that we've kind of analysed and stuff so far, so we're aware of the threats.
Obviously, that kind of brings us on a wee bit to the selection issues that you're going to have ahead of Saturday. A few bodies light, a few guys missing out. What's the kind of fitness situation within the squad?
Not great, if I'm honest. A few guys kind of injured, and some freak incidents and stuff that have happened. Obviously, Aidan Wilson, I think it was the 89th minute at Ayr, goes for a slide tackle over in the corner, and he obviously does his cartilage in his knee, which will require a kind of tidy up operation. I think Lewis McGregor again probably not coming back involved to training until maybe the end of the month, start of September, so he's not too far away, progressing really, really well, looking strong. And within the game itself, you're asking like say Gavin Gallagher and Gratz to fill in at right back, and they get a man sent off, so not ideal. Like I say, there's a few bodies and kind of issues that we've got to deal with. They're all coming at once, or they've all came at once just now, and I'm hopeful that that's kind of how they're going to come. Still early on enough in the season that we can learn and kind of use it as a positive. But of course, for a selection point of view, it's not great. I've not got a full selection of players to pick from, which is frustrating. But listen, I'm not going to sit here and feel sorry for ourselves or use it as an excuse. We've certainly got enough quality within that squad, regardless of if we've got a squad of 18 or we've got a squad of 13, that we still think that we've got enough on that kind of squad and on that pitch that we can get a result.
And I suppose that will very much be the aim. One league game played and won, one league game played and lost, so very much I imagine the aim will be to get out there on our home pitch and get another 3 points.
Of course, as always, like I say, circumstances can change and vary. Like I said, we've got a few kind of headaches that we're going to have to go and probably address, and obviously Sam, we're hoping to get him obviously registered and over the line. The plan was hopefully when he'd signed on kind of Thursday that the registration would be through for him to get some minutes and play at Dundee. That's kind of unfortunate. The registration doesn't come through in time, so from our point of view we're looking to get that done this week. Obviously can get him in and playing. He'll be one that will add probably a bit different dimension in terms of the goals and things that we've kind of lacked so far. He brings a real presence, big lad, commanding, can play, so there's positives and there's negatives, like every week and like every situation. We've just got to make sure that we do the best we can with what we've got, but certainly not feel sorry for ourselves.
Brilliant, Rhys, thank you very much.
No problem, cheers.